Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, give us your name, give us some background information, and then talk to us about it.
Cool. My name is Tim Rimbui. I am the Chief Excitement Officer at Wabe. I'm here with my two co-founders, Kingori and Jeff. And we're from Wabe. Wabe is we're solving the problem of research, discovery, and distribution of audio content. Audio is very broad, so from music, podcasts, anything that we can perceive with your ears. A bit background of who I am and where I've come from. I'm actually a music producer, songwriter. Done that for the last 14 years for everyone, from major clients such as Universal, Warner Bros, Gallo, indie record companies here, and something that always pricked my conscience is that there's no distribution network here for music, at least because that was the core thing that paid all my bills. And a lot of artists or production companies that I'd work with, immediately I gave them the master, they wouldn't know what to do with it. I mean, iTunes and SoundCloud are great if you're in Nairobi, but internet penetration is not where it was 3, 4, 5 years ago. And then secondly, it doesn't integrate well with our local solutions, which is M-Pesa or paying with the airtime on your phone. So for me, that was my inspiration, that it's good that, you've made a bit of money and people know you as a producer, but how about we solve the immediate problem? Because if the artists themselves are not able to find, no one is able to get this good work that you're putting out, then it becomes pointless. So for me, that was the basic inspiration. There's a huge opportunity, at least 2 years back, when there's a cheap influx of smartphones, affordable internet, and a huge desire for middle-class Africa to find their own music. If you look at the guys who are huge right now in the centers of culture, which is Nairobi, Joburg, Cape Town, it's the local stars. People will make noise for the Beyonce and all that, but if Octopizzo or D'banj walked into a room, then you get the connection, because people understand people saying their own stories. So for me, I was like, I have networks in the music industry. I'm a pretend geek, in the sense, pretend. And so I started mulling about this thing. So how do we build something that works, that looks good, that's easy to use, and solves a problem, which is both for the artists and the creators of content, and even not even musicians. There's a bunch of other guys who are producing great audio content, like the government body that distributes educational material through the radio. They've done that for the last 25 years, but it's still done on radio, which is at best dodgy. And there's churches producing tons and tons of sermons, mosques the same. So we're like, we're supposed to be just selling a music market. Let's create an audio solution that is able to work, works well, and that's how I became to be. Kingori and I were volunteering at a church, and I shared with him my idea. At the time, he was working for, I think, Orange before he moved to Samsung, and Jeff joined us later, and we decided to put together a team that was passionate about solving, and this would think is a good problem, and there's a huge opportunity for that. So the bulk of last year was spent just fine-tuning what we had. We managed to put out a web version of Wabe and an Android application, WAABEH. You can see it here. Check it out. So we opened for business end of last year. Wabe is currently available as an Android application, and our bet on Android was just pure research that as a smartphone platform, it's the one with the highest adoption within the continent, easily over anyone else. And while we may love Apple, the numbers are very few. BlackBerry has kind of died, and I can call it a smartphone. So. They're trying to come back. The vision is good, but it could delve into some. But So we decided to concentrate on where we know there were numbers. At least in Nairobi, to start off with, a good business must first solve its problems at home before expanding. So like, let's start with where we know everything works. Nairobi, huge number of Android phones, cheap internet access, and the numbers back us up. So within the last 3 months, we've been able to hit close to 25,000 streams for a product with literally no marketing effort, and that's from end of February. We think that's pretty remarkable because it was a hard sell because everyone understood YouTube, they understood SoundCloud, but a bunch of guys with an idea to solve a problem that we all know we have was interesting. But now that we have the numbers, and we partnered with Intel and Safaricom for the YOLO mobile phone when it was launched here to be their marketing partner, where the phone it came with a version of Huawei that only worked on the phone. So for us, that was a win in the sense that this were not my friends and family. They saw the opportunity and they saw the need. There's a huge thirst for African content. We decided to concentrate on audio, and I think we're solving the problem. 25,000 guys can't be wrong. And, so that's it. We're still growing. We've just gotten a space somewhere. Kingori left Samsung, so we're now doing this full time. So that's it.
And these are your two